And I'd like to introduce you now to Christine Innes talking about the power of owning your own story.
Okay, I'm excited to share this again. So, I want to take you, I've just got my phone because I want to share a beautiful quote. I'm a huge Brene Brown fan, and if anybody who doesn't know about Brene Brown, go and check her out because she really talks about vulnerability. And honestly, owning your story is probably one of the most vulnerable things that you will ever do. So her quote is, "When we deny the story, it defines us. When we own the story, we can write a brand new ending." And that is literally what I had to do. I had a story that was playing out in my life, and I want to share it with you. So in 2015, my life on the outside looked great. It looked perfect. It's what I wanted to perceive to the world. I was working my way up in the corporate world. I was married, had my son, you know, everything looked right, but it wasn't making me happy. I was not happy. Nothing in my life was going right. And what happened was the universe decided to give me a good kick up the backside, and it made me sick. And it made me realize that I needed to change so much. And what happened was, when I became sick, I then realized that so many different things in my life was not right. So my marriage was not right. I was in a very toxic, unfixable marriage. And I really wasn't able to work out what I wanted in life. Now, so many of us have had fairy tales that we've listened to when we're children. And, you know, we think that there's a big, magical, happy ending at the end of it. And that was not happening for me. So I left, obviously, work. I had to stop work from being sick. I left my toxic, unfixable marriage, and I then had to actually find out who I was. So the story is that I went back. I was living in Adelaide, moved back to Queensland, and I was at my mum's 60th birthday party, and everyone was asking me, what am I doing with my life? And it was probably the first time that I didn't know what I was doing, because I was so defined by my corporate career at that point in time. I was defined by my role, and I was never defined by who I was as a person. So I needed to strip back all of the masks, all of the labels, all of the stories that I had actually put on myself and actually work out who I was. But the exciting part was I was able to create now a life of what I wanted. I was able to reset a new destination within my own internal GPS and actually work out the pathway that I wanted to go down. So over this period of time, I've been able to, you know, go through and work everything out. And during my sort of personal development journey, I've learnt 3 real key fundamentals. And I really want to share those with you, but I'm also going to talk about the journey of how it got me to where I am today. So the first thing that I needed to do was to actually work out what life I wanted to have. And when I work with my clients, I talk about this ideal day. And it's a day that I get to live on repeat. And it's not just about going through the daily motions. It's about talking about the people that I want to be surrounded by. It's about the events. It's about the, you know, the whole environment that I want to be surrounded by. And the good thing about this is the fact that we get to then choose who we want in our life. We get to choose where we want to work. We get to choose the life that we want to design. And a lot of the times we're so defined by society thinks, what society wants from us. But now we actually get to make that decision. And by creating this ideal day, I've been able to invite so many wonderful, beautiful people into my life. I've been able to allow them to come in to be able to create this beautiful life that I literally do have these pinch me moments that I get up and I'm like going, is this really my life? And it is. It's because what I've been able to create. And the second part of that is all about values. And somebody once said to me that if you don't stand for anything, you're going to fall for everything. And values are the key pillars of your life. They are the roots. And with me, by actually having these values life. I now use these values to make life and business decisions based on these values. And they're so important because I want to be surrounded by people that have similar values, that people really appreciate and understand those values with me. And my friendships, people are very much in alignment with these values. In my business, I'm so much aligned with those values as well. And I want to give you an example of how important the values are. Is at that point for me is that previously I was living the corporate values. I was not living my own personal values. It was these corporate values that I was living. Actually identify and find your own values is so important because that's actually going to help you with your ideal day. The third part with it is about looking to the future. I wanted to create, but I also saw this woman that I wanted to become and I wanted to embody. So when I go in and make decisions, when I go and make these big grand plans for my life, I look to the future. I look to see this person that I want to embody and want to be able to become. So then I can easily make these decisions that are in alignment with my ideal day, that also encompass my values and actually see the person that I'm working to become as well. So making sure that all of those are in alignment is really essential for you. You know, one of the biggest things about owning your story is that you get to let go. You no longer become the victim in your life. You no longer get to blame other people because you're taking ownership of your life. You're actually stepping into your own power. And that's what I had to do. So for me to be able to create, to design the life that I have is by actually owning my own story. It's by saying that, you know, those stories that I've led to believe in life. And one of the biggest ones is that you go to school, you go get a job, go to work, you build a career, and then at 65 you retire, and that's when you get to have fun. Somewhere in between there, you have to get married, you have a family. But I didn't want that. I didn't want to wait till I was 65 to have fun in my life. I didn't want to have to wait until the end to be able to enjoy it. I wanted to be able to create a life where I can work, where I can then be surrounded by people who light me up, who fulfill me, who, you know, really inspire me to be better than what I am today. And then also I wanted to be able to incorporate that fun into my life and having that beautiful work-life balance. So allowing that and owning the story of just saying it's okay for you to pave your own pathway. It's okay for you to, you know, create a new destination in your life and to be able to live it. And we can all walk our own pathway. We can all create this beautiful life that we want to have. And so using my ideal day, by using my values, by looking to my future self, I've been able to create a beautiful life. I've been able to create a dream business, and my business is all about sharing stories. It's all about sharing stories from people all around the world who have been able to escape the corporate world, who are now actually following their purpose and following their passion in life. And that's what I want everyone to do. I want everyone to be able to wake up and to live a life on repeat that they absolutely love every single day. Now, life does have hurdles. We all know that. But by having these solid fundamentals, such as your values in place, will allow you to make those decisions that are aligned to you, that actually make you a better person, who allow you to become the person that you envisage in the future as well. So I just want to let people know that owning your story, by stepping out of that victim mentality, by going the poor me, by owning it, you actually take the power back to yourself. You take the power back so that you can write that beautiful ending. Write the ending that you want, not by what somebody else has, not by what your next door neighbor has, not what you see on social media, but what you want to own, what you want to be able to deliver. So owning your story has so many powerful benefits. It allows you to be the person who you want to become. It allows you to have the life that you want to have, and it allows you to create the destination that you want to actually go to. So just make sure that you follow those 3 key fundamentals, which is create your ideal day, having those core values, and then look into your future self. And then you will be able to own your story and create such a beautiful, beautiful ending that is all yours.
Amazing.
Thank you.
I love this story so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone for watching, and to Kelly and that for putting this on today. It's just such a beautiful experience, and to be here with so many amazing people that really inspire us as well. So thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.